Abdul Kader.
I am fine, sir.
Okay. Are you prepared today to speak?
Yes, sir.
Fully prepared?
No, sir.
Not fully prepared. Today's topic is Sheikh Hasina, the incumbent Prime Minister of Bangladesh. Okay, Sheikh Hasina, the incumbent Prime Minister of Bangladesh, and asking questions about the challenges of the present government. Okay, at first tell something about Sheikh Hasina, the incumbent Prime Minister of Bangladesh.
Thank you, sir. Our Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina was born on September 28, 1947 at Gopalganj. I mean Tungipara under Gopalganj subdivision at that time. She is the eldest daughter of 5 children of the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and she was involved in politics from her student life at when he studied at Eden College, and later when the assassination of our father of the nation was held, he along with her sister was staying at Belgium and later West Germany. So she was saved. But when he came back at 1981,
she came back to Bangladesh.
She came back at 1981 in Bangladesh, and later again she began to involve with politics, and she was elected as the president of Bangladesh Awami League, and she was elected
in which year?
Maybe sir 1981, and later she was elected the opposition leader at 1986, and later she was the opposition leader of the 5th Parliament at 1981, and later she was elected prime minister, prime minister firstly at 1996, and in her tenure of 96 to 2001, she took some remarkable policy for development, and she paved the way for developing our country. And later when she was re-elected at 2019, and she began to fulfill her dream to become the Bangladesh a developing country, and later she has the vision of 2041 to become a developed country of Bangladesh.
To make Bangladesh a developed country. To make Bangladesh a developed country.
Yes, sir. So later we can say that our honorable Prime Minister has some tremendous and exceptional records that nothing, no one have been gained such records. For example, she is the leading position of Bangladesh Awami League for 40 years, and it is quite impossible for a democratic political party. And besides, she is serving 17 years at a stage as a prime minister of our country, and besides, she has greatly contributed to uh, to remove to make Bangladesh free from least developed countries, and she has a success in the climate change sector, health sector, and another sector. So that's why we are feeling proud that we have such a prime minister like Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. That's all about.
Okay, mention 5 major challenges of the present government.
That I think the first challenge at recent time that recently Bangladesh government has announced that they will stop first dose vaccination on 26th February. I mean, some few days later, they will stop the first dose vaccination. So I think this will be a quite challenging task, because though the government has taken and already
stop or finish.
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 Though the government has already or some necessary steps, but some people are left in the rural area, so it is quite challenge to bring those under the first the vaccination. And secondly, we can say that repatriation of Rohingya, it is a challenge for our government, because it is now a global issue. And thirdly, we can say that climate change is a challenge for our government, and not only for this government but also for our country Bangladesh. And besides, another challenge is that I think the food security and the price hike recent time. And that's all, sir.
Okay, mention 5 success of the present government.
Sir, we can say that firstly, the government has shown remarkable success in dealing with the climate challenge, because our Prime Minister already won the Global Climate Challenge Award, and the experts of the climatologists are praising the contribution of Bangladesh. Besides, Bangladesh government has a remarkable success in dealing with COVID-19 pandemic, because we are we are very populated a country, and it was quite challenge to deal such a populous country. Besides, we can say that Bangladesh government has shown a good performance in the digitalizing the all government organization, because already we have even we have a website for union, and so I think it was quite impossible to imagine at 10 days or 10 years or 15 years ago. And last of all, our government has taken proper steps to increase our power sector, and at present time we can say that our power sector is well enriched. So that's all.
Some people say to ensure good governance is a big challenge on the days coming ahead. Do you think so?
Sir, it is is it is a quite confusing. It is true that for coming days it will be a challenge for our government to ensure democracy, not only for our country, but also if we look at the world situation, maximum cases,
In most of the
the
cases,
leaders,
most of the
most of,
cases,
most of the cases, the leaders are trying to preserve their leadership, and they are to increase their tenure by suppressing the general people and by dominating illegally. So at present, the Joe Biden led US, they are trying to recover democracy, but it is not unquestionable. So we can say that it will be a challenge for us to ensure democracy.
do you think it is a challenge for any country to maintain good relationship for the neighbors? Good
Of course,
relationship with the neighbors?
Certainly, sir, because a country is at this modern global village, and the arena of ICT and telecommunication technology. We can't stay separate. A country, we have to cooperate with other countries, and we have to maintain the relationships with other neighboring countries, because if there is some geopolitical issue, it will be a quite hard task. For example, we can say about Bangladesh, because we are looking at a critical geopolitical environment. We are surrounding by India from the third sides, and
From three sides, from three sides.
from three sides. So we have certainly we need to maintain good relationship with India. Besides, so the government is trying to establish good relationship with India and other neighboring countries like Myanmar, Nepal, and Bhutan.
What steps have the present government taken to ensure good relation with the neighbors?
Sir, Bangladesh is leading the BCIM corridor, which will connect the Thailand, Myanmar, Bangladesh, India. Besides, the Bangladesh government has already signed with a PTA, I mean preferential trade area with Bhutan. And besides, the Bangladesh government is trying to keep good relationship with Nepal. In maximum, many of our leaders and our officials already have visited Nepal to maintain the relationship, and we had passing a critical relationship with Myanmar, because they are because the issue of Rohingya repatriation. But Bangladesh government is trying to maintain the relationship with Myanmar.
Okay. Is it a challenge for the government to ensure quality health care for all?
Definitely, sir, because if any country has say 18 crore people like Bangladesh, it is quite difficult to ensure quality healthcare for all. Though Bangladesh Health Directorate, they have a vision to ensure affordable and quality healthcare for all, and they are trying to ensure our honorable Prime Minister has taken a exceptional initiative. She had a plan to establish community clinic for 6,000 people in Bangladesh. So at presently there are more than 13,000 community clinic along our country, and this community clinic is serving the rural people and even the city people to ensure the quality health for all. That's all, sir.
Last question to you. Do you think to stop river erosion is a challenge for Bangladesh?
Definitely, sir, because we have 4 transboundary rivers. Of them, Padma, Brahmaputra, Jamuna, Meghna are remarkable. So we can't control the water system of this river, because this river are bringing water from the India and from the India. So and in the meantime, the India is trying to control by taking artificial step instead of natural reservoir, because we know that they have already constructed Farakka barrage, and they are planning to a barrage at Meghna river at maybe Assam state. So it will be a challenge for river stop erosion, because when they open the barrage or the dam, the excessive water flow came here in Bangladesh, and this will cause the river erosion. So it is a challenge for our government.
Thank you. Now we are good. You have presented well. Now we are going to Shakila Parveen. Shakila Parveen, are you ready to speak?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how are you today?
Sir, I'm fine, and you?
I'm also fine. Are you prepared today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, at first tell something about Sheikh Hasina, the incumbent Prime Minister of Bangladesh.
Sheikh Hasina is the 10th and present Prime Minister of Bangladesh. He was born on 28 September in 1947 in Tungipara in Gopalganj. He is a daughter of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. He is the first children of them out of 5 children. Sheikh Hasina has been serving the country as a prime minister since 2009 at a stance. Previously, he served as a prime minister from 1996 to 2001. And previously, he served as an opposition leader from 1986 to 1995. He has been leading the Awami League from 1981 after coming back, after returning Bangladesh. Her political career spent more than 4 decades. She is considered as one of the most powerful women in the world on Forbes magazine list of 100 most powerful women in the world. He added the title Mother of Humanity, giving shelter the Myanmar Rohingya, about 1 million Rohingya. That's about Sheikh Hasina. That's all.
Well, mention 5 major challenges of the present government.
At first, I want to mention Rohingya patriation, vaccination for all, and climate to face climate change, food security, and river erosion, maintain good governance, etc.
Do you think to ensure corona vaccine for all the citizens of the country is a challenge for Bangladesh?
Sorry, sir.
Do you think to ensure corona vaccine for all the citizens of the country is a challenge for Bangladesh?
Yes, sir. It is one of the challenge for Bangladesh because the government of Bangladesh has taken an initiative to complete the first dose within 26th February. Few days after few days. Mm, Bangladesh is a very populated country, so so to ensure the vaccine for all the countrymen is a challenge for our country.
Okay. Well, is it a challenge for all the countries of the world?
No, it is not challenges for, yes, it is challenges for all the countries of the world, because all country has no ability to product the vaccination by their own. Most of the country has to imported the vaccine from the country from the country which is product this vaccine, such as like USA, Russia and India.
Do you think to ensure food security for the country is a challenge?
Yes, sir. Food security is a challenge. Although um, Bangladesh has gotten independence in food from 2014, but Bangladesh is very populated country, and the price of the all commodities or food product are rising day by day. So the to meeting food security is become a challenge for Bangladesh.
Okay. Do you think it is a challenge for any country to maintain good relationship with the neighbors? Why?
Yes, sir. Due to geographical, geopolitical reason, it is a challenge to maintain the balanced relationship with a neighboring country, because all the country want to gain their own interest for their national interest. That's why to maintain the good relationship with neighboring countries is a challenge.
What steps have the present government taken to ensure good relationship with the neighbors?
Recently, the Honorable Prime Minister of Sheikh Hasina visited has visited the many neighboring countries like Japan, China, to maintain good relationship, and many protocol and agreement signed with various neighboring country. For example, Bangladesh signed BBIN with Bharat, sorry, India, Nepal, and Bhutan, and Bangladesh signed PTA agreement with Bhutan. It is the sign of good relationship. Bangladesh, in the Mujib year, Bangladesh invited Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, as a chief guest for Mujib year.
Okay. Do you think to ensure digital security is a challenge for a country like Bangladesh? Why or why not?
Digital security. Yes, sir. To maintain digital security is a challenge, because a big platform to identify the risks and vulnerability, and hacking password, installing information and data, and various tourist activities. For this region, digital security is challenging for Bangladesh. Although the government of Bangladesh has taken an act, Digital Security Act 2018, to reduce the crime using this internet, although it is a challenge for Bangladesh.
Okay. Now 5 questions to Shakila Parvin from Abdul Kader, Sabir Ahmed, and from Firdaus Ali. 5 to 10 questions to Shakira Parvin. She will answer. Start. Ferdous Ali first.
Thank you, sir. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Okay. First, I want to ask you, what is digital security? What do you mean by digital security? And this act is sufficient to combat the digital crime.
Digital security is the thing that is taken to protect the digital cyber crime using digital device like stolen information and data, password hacking, and etc. And Bangladesh government taken Digital Security Act 2018 to protect this crime. If anyone stolen the information and data, once will be taken under punishment for 5-year imprisonment and 5 lakh taka. And if anyone uses this stolen information, he will be punished in same. That's all I answered.
Okay. And the question I want to ask you, what initiative the government of Bangladesh has taken to tackle the effect of climate change?
Climate change. Bangladesh government taken a plan to forestation and establish a fund, climate fund
Climate
in
change trust fund here.
by on finance to prevent climate change. And in various conferences, the government, the Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, the Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina asked the international community to pay the heat to prevent climate change.
Next question.
What initiative Bangladesh, the government of Bangladesh has taken to meet up the increasing demand of food with the increasing number of population?
Bangladesh government support the farmer to grow the crops in their field. Bangladesh government give subsidy every year, almost every year, to minimize the price of the product. And Bangladesh government imported many food corn from abroad to meeting the demand of increasing population. Food.
Okay. You know that the repetition, Rohingya repetition is a big challenge for Bangladesh. But a few months ago, the World Bank has given some proposal about the Rohingya issue. What
Yes.
Bangladesh should do in this regard?
few months ago, World Bank proposed or recommend Bangladesh to accept the Rohingya as a citizen of Bangladesh, which there will have the right to election. There will have right to buy and sell land, and they will get all the facilities like Bangladeshi citizen. And that was the recommendation of by World Bank, but it is not possible and not logical, because Rohingya is not a refugee. They are just only displaced people. So according to Geneva Convention, according to Geneva Convention, as they are not refugee, they cannot be a right to be citizen of Bangladesh.
What type of initiative that the government can take in to ensure the reputation of Rohingya?
Government has taken various initiative to ensure Rohingya patriation of Rohingya. For example, on 23 November in 2017, Bangladesh signed a patriation agreement with Myanmar government, but it did not implement it due to their lacking of political interest or political willing. And Bangladesh, the Honorable Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina, Sheikh Hasina asked the international community to support us, but due to lacking of cooperation our neighboring country and international community, Rohingya patriation is not implemented.
Thank you. That's all about myself. Question.
Thank you,
I have
Shakila
no
Parveen.
question, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. You have spoken well today. Your performance is better than other days. Okay. Now, Firdaus Ali, say something about Sheikh Hasina, the incumbent Prime Minister of Bangladesh.
Thank you, sir. The present Honorable Prime Minister of Bangladesh was born in 1974 on 28 September. She is the eldest daughter of Father of Nation Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman.
Yes, carry on.
Yes, sir. She is the eldest daughter of the Father of the Nation Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. She is the 10th Prime Minister of Bangladesh, and she took power in 2009, and constantly she is a Prime Minister, and she was the opposition leader in 1986 for the first time, and she took power as a prime minister for the first time in 1996, and he served the people of Bangladesh as a prime minister from 1996 to 21, and during his regime, she takes some she takes some eye-catching initiative to make the Bangladesh self-independence and overcome the poverty and food crisis as well as other difficulties. And present the present Honorable Prime Minister has taken 10 mega project that will be a big initiative and a big project for Bangladesh, developing countries like Bangladesh. And beside this, beside this, the Prime Minister has made a significant achievement in poverty reduction as well as climate change, to reduce the effect of climate change and so on. Honorable, beside this, she has gained some remarkable title like the Mother of Humanity due to play a significant role. Sorry, sir, due to giving shelter million of Rohingyas. That's all about the Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina.
Okay, some people say to ensure good governance is a big challenge on the days coming ahead. What's your idea? What's your opinion?
Yes, sir, definitely to ensure good governance for the forthcoming days for developing countries like Bangladesh. And although Bangladesh have made eye-catching achievement to ensure democracy, to make the corruption-free all the sectors and make all the office ensure all the official work easy and available for the all classes of people. There are some issues. There are some factor that create impediments to ensure good governance, like the religious, political conflict, the political unrest situation of Bangladesh. And we have already seen the political unrest in 2014 to 2016. And beside this, in administrative sectors, there are some problems that creates impediment to ensure the good governance of Bangladesh. Like we can say here, red tapeism is a factor that lead to create impediments to ensure good governance. That's all, sir.
Do you think to ensure food security for the country is a challenge?
I don't think so, sir, because Bangladesh, the government of Bangladesh have already self-independence to ensure the food for all the peoples. Besides this, Bangladesh government has already export food to Sri Lanka since 2014. That's why I think it will not be possible. It will not be difficult to Bangladesh to meet up the increasing demand of food in future.
Mention 5 major challenges of Bangladesh.
Well, sir, I want to mention, first of all, I want to mention here the ensure vaccination for all the people. Beside this, it is ensure the Rohingya repatriation to tackle the impact of climate change, to stop the impact of river erosion, and so on.
So on. Okay. Do you think to tackle the adverse effect of climate change is a challenge for Bangladesh?
Definitely, sir. It is a big challenge for Bangladesh because Bangladesh is a developing countries, and beside this, climate change is sorry, sir. Climate change, it is because to face the effect of climate change, global response is essential. and most of the developed countries are responsible responsible for for the climate change by the emission of carbon and greenhouse gases. So it is definitely it is a big challenge for all the developing countries like Bangladesh to ensure the cooperation of global leaders, big powerful countries like China, USA, Russia, Japan, and India, who are responsible for climate change.
Mention 5 major achievements of the present government.
Well, sir, there are several number of achievement the running government. First of all, I want to mention here the ensure the trial of the war criminals. Second one, I want to mention here the 10 big mega project has taken by the running government. I also want to mention here at present one of the most talked issue in the world, that is COVID-19, in COVID-19 impact. Although Bangladesh is a developing country, but Bangladesh has shown his courage to maintain the COVID-19 situation, and globally Bangladesh has gained the praise to make the to show the courage and bold to handle this COVID-19 impact. Beside this, Bangladesh have played a significant role to tackle the climate change. Like Bangladesh is the first country who has set up climate resilient fund by his own fund, and beside this, another achievement I want to mention here, the capacity of production of electricity. If we come back before 10 years, there was a dream for us to ensure electricity for all, but at present nearly about 96 to 80% people of our country enjoy the electricity. These are the big achievements of Bangladesh.
Do you think to stop river erosion is a challenge for Bangladesh?
Definitely, sir. It is a big challenge of Bangladesh because there are 54 transboundary river in Bangladesh, and most of the cases most of the rivers are controlled by neighboring countries like Bharat,
India,
India, sir. And if we see the main reason of river erosion, that is the reduce the navigability of rivers and the short of depth. And another reason I want to mention here, in the monsoon, India open their Farakabad, that causes a huge amount of water that flows through our rivers with a high velocity that lead to river erosion. And so it is a very difficult but big challenge for Bangladesh to stop the river erosion.
Okay, good, nice. Now we are going to Sabir Ahmed. You have spoken well, good. You did not get stuck, and presentation is okay. You answered all the questions. Presentation is overall satisfactory. Sabir Ahmed, are you ready to speak?
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Will you speak keeping your video on or off?
Sir, from next class onwards, I will keep my video.
Okay. Well, say something about Sheikh Hasina, the incumbent Prime Minister of Bangladesh.
Sheikh Hasina Wajed, I would say herself a political institution, being involved in politics and practicing politics for the last 4 decades. And for her contribution in the not only in national side but also in world, she has turned out to be a world leader. and she is continuing the legacy of her father in her resign, being the eldest daughter of her father, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. She has been the leader of Bangladesh Awami League since 1981, which means she is directing this party for the last 40 years, which is a major achievement. And for her contribution, she has achieved many titles, like she has bagged the title of Mother of Humanity for providing shelter for the displaced Rohingyas, and she has been the world's one of the most powerful ladies, ranking 39 in the list of Forbes magazine's world's 100 powerful women in 2020. So whatever I say will be less to say about this lady. We all, the countrymen, should remain respectful to this lady for her contribution in making this country a developing one. That's all.
Okay, mention 5 major challenges of the present government.
Mention 5 as a government facing many challenges. Among them, first of all, I would like to mention is Rohingya repatriation. Second one is facing the adverse effects of adverse economic effects and other effects of COVID-19 pandemic. Facing the challenge by sanction on its high officials by USA, geopolitical crisis, and fulfilling all the criteria to graduate from LDC.
Mention 5 achievements of the present government. This government is in power for the last one decade, more than one decade, they have achieved a lot. I would mention some of their achievements, like graduation from least developed countries to a developing country, launching Bangabandhu 1 satellite, reaching electricity almost every corner of the country, implementation of mega projects, digitalizing the whole country are some of the major achievements of this present government. Okay. Do you think ensuring corona vaccine will be a great challenge for this country, not only for Bangladesh, for most of the countries of the world?
In terms of Bangladesh, ensuring corona vaccine is not a challenge anymore, as it has already provided first dose of vaccination to its almost 80% people, and second dose has been provided to almost 60 to 70% people, and at the same time booster dose is being provided to the senior citizens. So Bangladesh has done a great job in ensuring vaccination process, but it's a matter of grief that many countries haven't received proper dose of vaccination till date. So world leaders should do something about this for the betterment of the whole world. But Bangladesh is successful in vaccination process for sure, I would say.
River erosion. Okay, how can we solve this problem? Do you have any suggestion?
River erosion is a common phenomenon in our country. We are a country which is known as the land of rivers, and we have been observing river erosion for a long time now. River erosion, removing river erosion is a costly process. For removing the adverse effect of river erosion, we need to administrate the rivers, and we also need to hold talks between the countries from where our rivers are flowing. So it's a coordinating process to solve this problem.
Okay. Now, Abdul Kader, Shakila Parveen, and Firdaus Ali will ask question to Sabir Ahmed. You will ask him as many as 10 questions, 10 to 12 questions. Start asking. Abdul Kader first. MD Abdul Kader first.
Could you say about the unemployment of the highly educated people of Bangladesh?
It's a matter of great sorrow that number of educated people and jobless people is increasing simultaneously. So government is trying, but it hasn't brought the required result in this sector. So we need to create more entrepreneurs which can bring a good result in this problem, because entrepreneurs provide jobs. They don't wait for others to give them jobs what they needed, and from one entrepreneur, if one entrepreneur can provide jobs to at least 10 people, so then the whole scenario would change. So we have no alternative to create more entrepreneurs. Government should help, should make a proper policy in helping entrepreneurs, providing them loans, whatever facilities they need, and this can go a long way in unemployment problem.
Okay, you are saying about policy and the task of government, but do you think that some socio perspective of the educated people are responsible for this problem?
Yes, we need to change our mentality first. So in foreign countries, no job is hated or disliked. They do whatever they get and earn money and contribute to the economy of their country. But in our nation, there is a I would say misthinking that we have been educated, we should not do lower category jobs. We should not involve ourselves in farming. We should not involve ourselves in fishing, which indicates our low mentality. We need to improve this at first. We need to broaden our mind so that we can take part in all sorts of activities to remove unemployment problem.
Thank you.
Firdous Ali, 5 question to Sabir Ahmed. 5 question.
Thank you, sir. I want to ask Sabir Ahmed. You know that Myanmar military Bahini took power by displacing the democratic government. Do you think it creates any barrier or impediment to ensure Rohingya repatriation process?
Of course.
If you
Now,
think, but why?
Everybody actually, everybody longs for peace, and democracy brings peace. And Myanmar is lacking it, as their armed forces have taken the power from its democratic government. So it has created a great barrier in repatriating Rohingyas, because Myanmar is already facing internal problems, as their government and normal people have indulged in a kind of war between themselves. So they are they are not in a situation to take to arrange talks in repatriating Rohingyas. So as soon as they can solve their internal problems, then we can start the talks of repatriating Rohingyas. So yes, it will create a barrier for sure.
What should the government do to solve this problem, or to overcome this problem? Can Bangladesh take an initiative to build up relation with neighboring countries, and what role they can play to ensure Rohingya repatriation? I means here the role of neighboring countries to ensure Rohingya repatriation.
To solve this problem, we have already taken a path of peace, actually. That's why we haven't indulged in any kind of fire or that kind of situation with Myanmar. So we are following the path of peace, and to repatriating Rohingyas peacefully. There is no alternative of discussion, and to repatriate Rohingyas peacefully, government needs to bring all the parties on board, which is a very tough job, because every country runs according to their self-interest, and every country prioritizes their self-interest at first. So we have to go a long way, actually. If we see the real scenario, we have to go a long way, meeting the disputes between the countries in this case, meeting the dispute between the countries, and bringing everybody on board on a single boat to solve this problem.
Okay, my last question. According to the report of UNESCO published on 2007, if the sea level is raised by 1 meter, then the biodiversity of Sundarban will severely destroyed. In this regard, what initiative should be taken by the government to protect the biodiversity of Sundarban?
Bangladesh has already taken a 100-year project of Delta Plan 2100. So this so to fulfill these projects or to implement these projects, Bangladesh needs to do more or less things in every now and then. So I hope this project will fulfill the requirement that is needed to mitigate the challenges of biodiversity in Sundarbans, hopefully, and let's see. Actually, climate change projects on climate change is a costly and time-consuming projects. So government is trying its level best and taking projects, implementing. So we have to see what happens because as our government is trying heart and soul, and as the general people, we have very less to do. So we have to depend upon our government to on climate change projects issues. So let's see what happens.
Okay, good. Thank you. Nice. Sabbir Ahmed has also presented well. He answered all the questions. And today's topic was relatively easy, and you have answered well. So next class will be on Thursday, inshallah, at 8:30. And we hope your presentation will be smarter on the next class. Thank you all for nice presentation and nice discussion.
Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, sir. Assalamu
Sir,
alaikum.
Yes, Sabbir Ahmed.
Sir, I am Abdul Kader.
Yes, Abdul Qadir.
Sir, I am excited to know about your book.
Whose book? How to learn it in English?
How to learn spoken English or something like that.
There is a book.
Practically spoken English.
Yes. There is a book I'm showing you. Just 1 second. This is how to learn practical spoken English, and this is third edition. This is mainly to add value to speaking fluency. A lot of questions are here. Answers are here, topics. At the end of each and every lesson, you'll find a topic and as many as 20 questions. Okay. Yes, Shakil Harman. Yes, if anybody wants to know my English course or book, yes, you may give my number. And this book will help you to add speaking skill. Okay? And you may go through this book. You will get a lot of questions, as many as more than 1,000 questions. Yes, more than 1,000 questions are here. Answers are also included in this book. This will help you to improve your speaking skill.
Thank you, sir.
Any other query from anyone?
Sir, which edition is the latest for your spoken book?
This is third edition.
Okay, sir.
And now, how to learn written English book? Abdul Qadir, have you seen this book?
No, sir. I saw some videos YouTube.
Yes, this is how to learn written English book for BCS and Bank Job Written. complete book to develop writing skill?
Sir, I heard about this book, sir.
Okay, good. Well,
Sir, this
yeah,
very good.
yes, Shakila Parvin has read
Very
it. Yes.
helpful for written preparation.
Shakila Parvin has read the book. Yeah. Okay. MD Firdous Ali, have you read any of my book? Any one of my book?
Yes, sir.
Which one?
How to learn English language.
How to learn written English. Oh, okay, good. Okay, good. Sabbir, have you seen any of my book?
Yes, sir. I have the green book, How to Learn Written English.
Oh, okay, good. That means all of you, most of you are readers of my books, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Except Abdul Kader. So Abdul Kader, read at least How to Learn Practical Spoken English book and be my reader, okay?
Inshallah, okay, sir.
Okay, thank you all for today.